I've just finished the Brecon Beacons challenge. I'm not feeling good at all with the body. The legs are absolutely on fire. The reason I wanted to put this in before we go into the actual edit itself is purely because I got the distance wrong. So you'll hear me mention like 56 miles a lot. It's actually 47.2 miles. So I've just misread it. But either way, what a challenge that was. And then there was the shorter route, which worked out about 37 miles. But yeah, I'm going to sleep well tonight. Roll on the edit. Enjoy. I'm off to a place called the Brecon Beacons, and it's to do a challenge called the Beast. It's a true test of endurance, skill. It does say on the website, got to be slightly mad, but I'm really looking forward to this. It's 56 miles of all sorts of different terrain on your mountain bike. Now there is a shorter version of it, which is 36 miles, but either way, this is going to be absolutely epic. Just arriving at the car park, it's already loads of people here. I don't know what the estimated amount is that will actually turn up, but this is where you're just going to see thousands of different bikes, which really proves why it's so hard to make a decision what you want. But it's still fairly bright. It did rain a little bit on the way up still. You can just see that sun bursting through the clouds. I am looking forward to this one, but I'm slightly worried because I've just got no idea what's coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. And nothing. Yeah. It's not as hard as I thought. And we're off. So I'm resorting to the mic and overlay with the voice here because the GoPro didn't quite produce the sound I wanted. It was rain and it was really windy. Sounds horrible going across the mic. So it was really bunched up to begin with when we started at the line. But once you kind of got that space and you open up from each other, you could really get quite consistent with your pedaling. At the early stages of the trail, it was quite easy with certain elements of the terrain, lots of uphill. But when you get to the top of something, you've always got to come back down, and I got some pretty decent descents in. You can see that the terrain's quite easy on this one. Definitely loose, you've got to be pretty cautious still, and plus it had been drizzling, so it was wet. But it was just so much fun going down it. My eyes were streaming, had a good laugh. You can see I've pretty much got it to myself, so I've opened up from sort of the main section of riders. There's still a lot of people so far ahead though, and every time I can see somebody, I always kind of set myself a target to overtake them. But then as the journey went on, people would do the same to me as well. So it wasn't too bad. There was actually some pretty good stuff as you go through the woods. It was wet. I got absolutely soaked on this trip. My feet were soaked, my ass was drenched. Just everything about it was exactly what this trip is titled, The Beast. And the weather kind of had quite a big impact on that, but didn't really affect the way that I wanted to cycle on the ground. So still did what I always do, go as fast as I can given the conditions, fitness limitations. But I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. Definitely no denying that it was quite sketchy in some of the areas just because of how loose it actually was. Saw quite a few people come off throughout the day. I don't think there was any injuries that came away from it, which is always good news, but you just got to be so cautious, and the terrain isn't even that bad, as you can see. But I did catch a few people out today. The marshal up ahead is just indicating that on the left hand side, my left, that is the short trail, on the right hand side is the long one. I had decided to do the long one, so of course wasn't going to choose the easy option and stuck with what I'd signed up for. So it offered this terrain that I'm going over now, which was pretty sketchy in areas again, just because it was so loose. But when you get the speed, carry yourself through, be confident on the bike, it's just a lot of fun. All the puddles throughout the day though have definitely taken its toll on every moving part of the bike. However, I'm already soaked anyway. Just not it. I love these particular sections because it's rougher. This is the kind of terrain I like riding. And it's not always about this sort of downhill techie terrain, but I just enjoy this more than the flat sections because this is what mountain biking is about for me.
Oh, feet are so... That's what mountain biking's all about though, right?
This is again one of the more technical sections because it was just so loose, big rocks, free arrows kind of indicating that it does go pretty rapidly downhill. Unfortunately, trying to film, I was trying to talk on the camera at the same time and obviously control the bike. Got quite a lot of dirt go up on the camera, so I didn't get all elements and the best bits of this particular section, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not going to post up stuff just for the sake of doing it. It blurred the screen. You can kind of see that happening as we speak now, but it was a pretty rad section, that one.
Oh, absolutely amazing. My ass is so... Love it.
Day consisted of over 4,000 feet of elevation, a lot of climbing involved in certain areas. You get the downhill elements, of course you would, but I really sort of got the pace on when I was going down these sort of single tracks here because it was just easy to get into a consistent pace and catch up with other members that were sort of taking part in a day. And this is where I'd sort of challenge myself if anybody was ahead of me or there was a group ahead of me, and I'd either try and match pace or definitely, without tiring myself out too much, try and overtake them at some point. Passed another guy not long before this section I'm on now, and he had the Trek Remedy 8 2018, rocking the same bike as me. We had a chat. He's absolutely living the dream with that bike, loves it. I never saw him again after, but out of all the people at this event, he was the only one I saw with the same bike as me. So
Literally just waft that banana down this time. I just can't afford for my legs to start seizing up, so I just want to keep moving. The weather is getting worse and I just want to complete the challenge. I can't see the point in waiting around. 56 miles, let's smash it.
this section I thought would be quite a long downhill, and then I saw the marshal at the end of the road. I was like, oh my god, right, okay, there's another road climb coming up. So I was a little bit disappointed.
Straight into the road climb. What a treat! That's where the terrific view would be. It's clearer today. Really nice kind of setup this morning, as you saw, but as the day's gone on, that cloud and drizzle's come in and sort of taken away that scenic view that you'd normally get up here, but doesn't matter. You can always come back up again.
You can see how quickly I've caught up with certain groups in different segments of my videos. This section was loose. Really enjoyed going down there. Soon overtake this guy at some point as well.
Take some cold stuff right there.
I was trying to go as fast as I can down these certain sections because I always get a buzz when I do that, and this is definitely what it's about for me. I was sucking in that view at the same time, trying to concentrate, speaking to the GoPro, which as we know hasn't really worked out for me today, but it was honestly pretty epic, and for the first time I've done this, I've got nothing to compare it against when it comes to the Brecon Beast Challenge, so of course for me it is absolutely pucker. 38 miles an hour was the maximum speed for today's journey according to Strava. So once I got these road descents, which were pretty fast, managed to overtake quite a few people on these. Really enjoyed it, and then just kept on the pace once it was flattened out. They were good sections, but even that goal from front of me, it had overtaken me once, I caught it up. This is me going down as fast as I can, and brought it up again, so it just kind of goes to show how fast we're going down these things. I knew I was onto the home straight now because we were going through the village where we drove through to get to the Beacon's car park in the first place. Across the finish line, a couple of people clapping there, which made me feel good, and then I collected the t-shirt at the end. But of course, if you like this video, rate, comment, love hearing those comments, and subscribe. I'm gonna sort the sound out of the GoPro, but I hope you enjoyed it. I know I certainly did. I've had that hot shower now, washed the bike down, just gonna chill out and probably go to sleep, veg out on the couch. But what a day, and I highly recommend it to anybody that's thinking about doing an event like this. Just sign up for it and get it done because you won't regret it.